Living life is stage. Hey, hey. 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 Love yourself first, explicitly. You owe it to yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower your dreams. Living life is stage. Hey, hey. Living life is stage. Hey, hey. Living life is stage. Hey, hey. Living life is stage. Hey, hey.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Yes, this is supposed to be Tuesday with the hallway, but Wallace, I don't know if he's going to join me or not a little bit later. He got caught up doing some other things with the business, and it has just been, we have hit the ground running since we have been home from vacation. No complaints whatsoever because, we got to eat around here. But we've been working. Like I literally just got off of my last meeting and I've had 4 or 5 meetings today. So yeah, we have been working since we've been back, but that's what happens. You work hard, play hard. So I'm already excited about the next vacation, and the next one we have set is for August, which is right around the corner. So that's why we work so hard, so we can play hard. It's all about creating that harmony. But today, I just decided, because I didn't feel like really talking about a certain subject. And so I was telling Wallace, I said, you know what? I got these seeds and stuff, and I need to plant my seeds. And I have gotten involved with this gardening community that is hilarious to me. It was, Miss T with the T. I think she saw me on TikTok and first reached out to me about being on her show. And I don't even remember what the first thing is because I've had the opportunity to now be on Miss T's show several times. So I don't even remember what I talked about the first time I was on Miss T's show. But when I went on Miss T's show, it opened me up to a huge part of her community, which is the gardening community. Now, I have dibbled and dabbled in gardening in the past. I grew up with my grandparents having a huge garden. Their garden literally took up half their yard, and their yard was really, really big. And so I grew up seeing gardening, eating from the garden, and all of that. And I am someone who loves fresh fruits and vegetables. I mean, my grandparents had a vegetable garden with green beans, onions. They had a grapevine. They had mulberry bushes. They had an apple tree. So I grew up with all this. And this was just in the suburbs. I keep on, because my dress looks crooked in the camera, but it's not doing the mirror thing. But anyway, and we lived in the suburbs. I didn't grow up in the country like my husband, but my grandparents had grown up in the country and then moved to the suburbs, and that's where they raised their family. But they still did a lot of gardening and things like that. And so I grew up loving the garden, fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. I did not grow up a picky kid at all. Hey, Sarah, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much for being here. I did not grow up being a picky kid at all. I ate what was ever put in front of me. And so I love fresh fruits and vegetables. And so as an adult, I have tried my hand at gardening, or at least planting some things, growing some things. And the only thing I've ever been successful at is growing mint, which absolutely got out of control. And I didn't have to do anything with the mint, but keep pulling it because mint was taking over my yard. And so then I tried, I was trying to grow directly in the ground. Girl, I'm going to try. I haven't started yet. So I was hoping some of y'all would jump on and maybe help me with what I have. Because when I tried to grow directly in the ground, I think I got like 2 peppers and that was it. I didn't have a lot of success. And so then Wallace bought me this 2-tier thing, which I'll show y'all in a little bit. This 2-tier thing where you actually put these little containers in it, and I wasn't successful. But once being introduced to Miss T's community and all the gardeners and just seeing people's gardens flourish. People like Teague Z and J3 and, everybody with all their stuff, and CC and Nikki. I'm like, I want to grow some stuff, but I didn't even know where to start. Then I hear y'all talking about the different zones for gardening. And I live in Texas. All I know about Texas is it's hot. I don't know what kind of soil. I don't do composting. So here we are. So what I did was, instead of overwhelming myself with doing a whole bunch of research, I said, well, I'm just going to get on Amazon and order a bunch of seeds, a variety pack, and see what I get and just grow stuff. So I got these seeds from Amazon, and it's like everything, y'all. So, and if you're watching on Facebook, I'm outside. I don't have my other screens up at all. So if you're on Facebook, I may not see your comments in real time, but you can always hop over to YouTube and see if you could subscribe so that I can make sure that I can see your comments in real time. But yeah, I'm outside. I decided to do it outside because we're planting, right? So I have collards, which I've never even tried to grow. I have lettuce. I have spinach, which I heard spinach is really difficult. More lettuce, peppers. I know I'm going to plant these peppers because I have had success with peppers before. And when I say success, I think I got like 3. I have corn, cabbage, dill, cherry tomatoes, broccoli, eggplant, which I also didn't notice that all these fruits and vegetables have like different varieties. I picked 6 yellow tomatoes tonight. Oh my gosh, Sarah, I am so happy for you. I would love that. All these different varieties of vegetables that I didn't even know, like turnips, but these are purple top, white globe, kale. This is Vate's dwarf blue curl. Like, who knew there were all these different kinds? Garden beans, top back, golden wax, squash, more corn, cantaloupes, radish. So I have all these different seeds. Watermelon. I know watermelon wars is going on. And so then I was like, how am I going to know what's what? Because I've never seen these things grow, or I don't remember. And so I bought these little doodads on Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon, y'all. And so these are the little things that you're supposed to write on. It came with that's luck, y'all. That's the baby. It came with a marker, and then you write on these to say what each thing is and stick it next to the plant. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, y'all, because they say, hey, Tracy, how are you? Good to see you, boo. I'm trying. I can't wait to see. No, girl, you said you can't wait to see what I've grown. No, they still in the pack. So was my title misleading? I'm going to try to grow something because gardening is supposed to be therapeutic. Even though it stressed me out because I wasn't getting anything, I want to try it because now I have this new community of gardeners like Sarah's Happy Hives, J3, CC, everybody doing their thing, Fresh and Fire. So I'm like, I have some people that I'm surrounded with now that I can glean from. Some people who have success in this whole gardening thing. I mean, y'all out here with the bees and the beehives and making your own honey. I said, so I am going to have to figure it out. But the thing is, I don't know what to plant, when to plant. So I just said I'm going to get some soil and put it in my little 2-tier thing over here, which I'm going to show y'all in a second. And then Wallace said he'll clear out some yard because y'all can see I have a pretty decent sized yard because we don't have any kids who live here or whatever. So, the yard is pretty decent size. I still have some more yard over there. And then, I have this over here. But that thing over there, can y'all see it? That is my little planter thing that has the 2 different containers in it. And that's where I tried to grow the herbs and stuff last time. So there's that one. And then there's one on the bottom. So that's 2 tiers. And so Wallace got me some potting soil or gardening soil. I don't know if there's a difference. So I'm going to try to grow things in there. But that also looks like it's probably too small for like watermelons and things like that. And then I'm also wondering about it being mid-July, late July in Texas, am I going to be able to grow anything? So let's see. Sarah said, you're in Texas. I'm not familiar with your season. Well, basically, it's hot here all the time. Sandra said, plant a pear tree. So, hey, Sandra, how are you? So good to see you. So, do you have a pear? Because you're here with me. So, do you have a pear tree? Are they successful in Texas? Because I want it to be therapeutic. I want something to nurture and grow. Y'all know I'm an empty nester. That's how I ended up with Lux, because I have been a parent nurturing and growing since I was 20 years old. And so I think maybe I'm just looking for something to nurture and grow, but I don't want it to disappoint me and be stressful. Like, I know everything is not going to flourish necessarily, but I at least want to give myself a good chance. Hey, Chris, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you for tuning in. So I know, like, I don't even know what zone I'm in. And so I was wondering, I'm like, well, if I talk to my people this evening, maybe out of all these seeds I have, y'all would be able to give me a good idea of what the best thing would be to at least try. So, and I have these onions, the green onions. I'm definitely going to try those, like scallions. Then the zucchini squash. So what should I put in there? Y'all tell me, what's the best thing for me to try to start? Hey, sis, it does. The kids love it. Yeah. I mean, I definitely need it to be therapeutic for me. So let me see. Hey, Tampa. Greens and cucumber. I heard cucumbers were hard. And I know I have some cucumbers, so I'm going to do cucumbers for sure. Tampa, your girl trying to grow some stuff over here. You say, yes, we can do pear preserves. Yes, and I want to learn how to do that kind of stuff too. My grandmother, my mom, she used to do preserves as well. And then I have these big tomatoes, which are called, says Rutgers, and then the beefsteak tomatoes, which I am familiar with. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, which who knew? I thought a pumpkin was a pumpkin. So I'm learning a lot just from reading these packs. I have Brussels sprouts. And so should you not grow certain things with certain things? I have asparagus, because I'm telling y'all, what I really was going to do is just put a few seeds in each little spot and put the little stickers or pokers in there so I'll know what's what and just see what happens. But then I don't know, like, do they all need the same amount of water? Do I need to be out here watering every day? Do I just depend on the rain? Like, I need y'all help. Thank you, Tampa. I'm happy for me too, because I'm telling you, I was getting jealous, and I have tried so many times. And the only thing I can say that I ever grew that was successful and I had more than I needed and gave some away and all that was mint. Mint. Let me see. Asparagus will take 2 years. 2 years. See, and that's the thing. I'm an instant gratification girl. Let's see. I will send the after school kids over to help. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to talk about that, Lisa. Me and kids. But I like to help the children. So let's see what we can do. So many variables in gardening and beekeeping. And that's what I'm saying. So I guess I'm just going to kind of have to throw spaghetti to the wall and see what sticks. Because y'all, with everything that I do business wise or whatever, I don't have any hobbies anymore. Like, I used to have hobbies back in the day, I guess, and maybe not. Maybe I've never really had a hobby now that I think about it. I've tried some things, but I've always been so business minded. And then with raising children, like I said, I had my first son at 20. My hobby was just kind of whatever their hobbies were. So I was into going to all their games and being involved in that kind of stuff. But I have never had a hobby, but I don't want my hobby to be stressful and disappointing. So, and maybe I'm asking for too much, but yeah, I've tried different things over the years and said, oh yeah, I'm going to get into this, but nothing really keeps my attention like that, to be honest with you. And so, yeah, I don't have any hobbies. So I thought maybe this would be a good one, but I don't want it to be sad. Farmer's Almanac is a great resource. So there's still a such thing as Farmer's Almanac. Okay, I'm sure you can get it online now. And so it actually tells you what to plant and how to plant, because none of these seeds really, oh, never mind, they do. I already say they don't have directions. but they do. So like it says, Brussels sprouts do best in cold climates and moist soil. Okay, throw these away. Definitely not a cold climate. This crop will find the most success in full sun. Cold climate, but full sun. So I guess full sun. And I think we were talking about that the other day. Can I get a book? You mean my book? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. Let's see. And then Sandra said, just put the seeds in the ground and pray over them. You will be okay. See, I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Tampa, you sure can. You have not because you asked not. I love the fact that you asked me. You know, my email address is in all my videos. Maybe not this one because this this one was impromptu, but let me put my email address in here. Oh, and I need to put the link too. info@stayhall.com. Email me your address, Ladybug, and I will get an autographed copy in the mail to you. Like I said, you have not because you asked not. I love the fact that you just jumped on here and was like, girl, can I get your book? So for that, ma'am, you get a complimentary signed copy of my book. Look, and I came out here prepared too because I just got bit. But that's what my plan was to just throw some seeds in the ground and pray over them. But I put, hey, Cece, how are you? I hope you're feeling better, Ladybug. I meant to check on you. Please charge it to my mind, not to my heart. I had a lot going on. You missed a great event. I know you hate that you missed it, but there will be many more. But it was so awesome, y'all. I had the opportunity this weekend to speak to a magnificent group of women at the I'm Worth Fighting For brunch, and there were different topics. And so I spoke on I'm worth fighting for emotionally, and there were photographers, videographers. I had my team there. So I just need to look at the footage and edit it and put it up so that y'all can share in that, because it was a great experience. I spoke for about 15-20 minutes and did my little illustration, but I really had a good time and sold a lot of books, signed a lot of books. So and made some good connections. I know, but there will be more. You are close to me, so I will keep you informed. And you are welcome, Tampa. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, I don't really have any hobbies. So I need a hobby. I need a hobby. And so I thought, since I know so many people in the gardening community, maybe I can pick up gardening, and that way I'll have some help. Let's see. I love the dress you was wearing. Those colors look amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I really try to be very intentional about what I wear when I'm invited to other people's stages. And so I had seen everything that she was putting out about her event had those colors and everything. And so I decided that I wanted to be cohesive with the event. And so that's how I picked out that dress. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, it was great, Sarah. It was great. I mean, the event was sold out. I had people who are part of the Lifer Tribe from as far as Virginia fly in and come and attend the brunch. And then I hosted them at my house for dinner. We were going to do a barbecue at my house, but it was supposed to be Sunday, but we ended up coming to my house on Saturday instead of Sunday, and I didn't have everything I needed for the barbecue. So I ended up frying some fish, frying some chicken, made some margaritas, and we had a good time. We were in the house for a while. Then later that evening, when it cooled down, we came and sat out here. And so we really had a good time. Cece, what you say? I knew it was going to be fancy dress, LOL. It wasn't. It was not fancy at all. You see the pictures. It wasn't fancy. It was a cute little dress, but it wasn't fancy. And there were people, one of the speakers had on jeans and a button-down blouse. It was really cute with her Gucci belt on and her YSL shoes, but she had on jeans. But it was really, really a lot of fun. So we had a good time. And just being able to pour into one another, people sharing their stories. So I enjoyed it. So something else I want to ask y'all, and I'm getting bit up out here. Happens to me all the time. Oh, but no, let me see. I wanted to read some of these other ones. Okay, so pumpkins. Pumpkins demand warm, fertile soil for growth. Like, how do I know if my soil is fertile? I don't know, soil pH should be 6.0 to 6.8. See, this stuff is difficult. Tomatoes, begin sowing seeds 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. I thought this stuff didn't have directions, but it does. Begin sowing seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks. The parsley says plant in the spring or in the fall and sown 7 and warmer. So I didn't think they had any directions or instructions on them. So I guess I'm going to have to go through these seeds, read the backs of them, and then pull out the ones that I think will survive in this Texas heat and see. Y'all just got to pray with me and pray for me because we're going to see. Hey, Tigsy, how are you? I need to take speech so I can learn how to pronounce words correctly. Girl, yeah, and the thing is, I offer that. I offer public speaking courses. As a matter of fact, my last meeting today, my meeting that was from 6 to 7, that person is an executive who is coming to me for public speaking coaching. So y'all remember, y'all see me out here in these YouTube streets talking about all the things. That's what I do for a living, is the coaching. And I said, hey to TZ, I'm trying to plant some stuff. I want to be like you. Tampa, I took speech. High school, I always corrected for my diction. Yeah, and the thing is, we all pronounce things, a little bit differently. Our dialect can be different depending on how we were raised or where we were raised, who we were raised around. Because I have my own little dialect as well. People say that I talk funny and always want to know where I'm from because my accent, as they want to call it, isn't really specific to any one place. I just think I have a hodgepodge of how I talk just based on the different people I was around and their different dialects. And I started talking very early. I started talking at 7 months old, y'all. So the one thing about speaking, especially public speaking, is you just want to remember you're always telling a story no matter what. And so you want to have your beginning, middle, and end. And you don't have to use big words. People like to listen to people who they can relate to. They like to listen to people who are genuine and authentic. And so don't overthink it and think if you can't pronounce certain words, then maybe those just aren't the words you need to use. It's not that big of a deal. There are several words that will give across the same meaning. You want to speak in a way that is comfortable for you and a way that's relatable. And so you don't want to be speaking way over people's heads because you want them to understand what you're saying. So you just know that you're telling a story and you're genuine and don't overthink it and just really coming across authentic and genuine. That is the key to a good public speaker. I'm telling you, that is the key to a good public speaker. Sandra said, plant things you can bag and freeze. So that means you think I'm going to have a lot. Enough to bag and freeze. Let's see. Sarah, I want to so I can be an emotional speaker, but sometimes I mispronounce words and I'm very country. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being country. You can start tomatoes now for fall. See, I had no idea it took stuff that long. Too late to do pumpkins. Dang. So I'm not even going to get to see nothing for a long time. See, look at me. I think me not having teeth is a part of the problem. Well, that's definitely an adjustment because I know, that all of that and how you hold your mouth and pronounce different things. Sometimes you have to relearn certain things. Yeah, I'm like, what? You think I'm going to have me a nice harvest? It seems overwhelming and confusing, but once you get into gardening, you will learn all the things you referenced on the package. Watch gardeners in your zone and city. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do because I want to try. I don't think I'm going to become like you, Tigsy, and be the gardener extraordinaire, but I just think it would be nice. We have to encourage each other and practice on all of these things, right? If you have to go, we understand Texas mosquitoes are bad. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here in just a little bit. The funny thing for me, this is what I do, Cece. The off works for me, and then we have other things out here for the bugs, and they work. So right now, I'm not getting bit anymore. My issue is I always wait until I start getting bit to do anything. And that's what I coach against all the time. I'm reactive instead of proactive. When I sat my tail out here, hush, Lux, they're just putting out their trash. When I sat my tail out here, I should have already had everything in place, because now I'm not getting bit, but I'm still, look at this, scratching the ones that already got me. But so here's my thing too, y'all. What do you think? Should I just start in that little 2-story thing that I showed y'all? Because it's, like I said, it's the same on the top. It's just 2 of those planters, and they have the plastic containers in them where you put the soil. You can see that's the soil that Wallace bought me sitting next to it. Lux, hush. That's the soil sitting next to it. Do y'all think that I should even bother putting anything in the ground? Because he was saying that he would dig me up like a nice little 4x4 square or whatever. But since I'm just now getting started, should I even bother planting in the ground? Lux, the dog next door came outside, so he's going crazy. But do y'all think I should even bother? Let me see. You can also get your soil tested or plant in grow bags, containers to start. You can put some tomatoes, cucumbers, summer, small winter squash, and melons in containers. Okay, so that's basically what I was asking. So that's cool. That's cool. So that's what I'll start with this year instead of, hey, how are you? So nice to see you. So do you do some gardening as well? Oh my gosh, so nice to see you on here. Yeah, I'm looking for this hobby. So yeah, I think don't plant in the ground, stay with the container. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I have a friend that uses a small kiddie pool, and I've heard of people using the small kiddie pools as well. And what I was thinking about doing, just to kind of keep my aesthetic the same, is maybe if I start being successful getting another one of these, because I definitely didn't want Wallace digging up the ground for no reason. House plants. See, and I had some house plants, y'all, and I ended up giving them all to my daughter because I was not successful with the house plants, and she loves house plants. So that's what I mean. This is going to be a huge undertaking for me. Hey, E, miss you, sis. Let's see. You can also get some starter plants from a nursery or big box. And I thought about that. Because I have never. Okay, so when I say I thought about that, so I shared with y'all earlier that I was successful with the mint, which was successful. I had more mint than I knew what to do with. And I originally, in all transparency, just grew it so we could make the mojitos, because we would go to make mojitos and not have any mint. And then I got a couple of peppers one time, but all of that was grown from starter plants. So I haven't grown anything from a seed since I was in elementary school, and we grew the little plant in a cup. So it has been that long. But like I said, I think I need a hobby. I need something to pay attention to that'll get my mind off of business. I need something that's therapeutic. I need something to nurture and grow. But I also don't want it to be heartbreak for me, because I'll never do it again. So we gonna try. Yes, let's go. We got this. We gonna try. We are definitely gonna try. I know when I came on here and said I was talking about gardening, y'all like, this is Mindset Monday. We're not supposed to be talking about gardening, but I thought it was a good time because I was getting ready to start my vlog for this week, where I'll actually show me planning the things. But Mindset Monday, because it's therapeutic, and what I wanted to share with y'all is, if you don't have a hobby, if you don't have anything that distracts you from when life be lifing, if you don't have anything that takes you away from business, if you don't have anything that just, lets you just zone out and do you have to find a hobby. And it was something that just dawned on me one day not too long ago, like, girl, you don't have a hobby. Like, I have things I'm passionate about. I have things that I love. Like, I love pouring into women. I love writing. I love my coaching. But a lot of that stuff takes away from me. And so I'm always telling people about keeping their cup full and giving from the overflow. And I had to really realize that as much as I love the things that I do, I don't have any way where I'm just pouring back into myself other than my meditation and my, just quiet time with myself. But as far as any type of activity, everything that I do, even though I love it and I'm passionate about it, it's not a hobby. It's not something that I do just because we're there's no one else depending on me. Everything else I do, someone else is depending on me. And so it makes it just a little bit stressful because I always want to operate in excellence. You said just plant some flowers. That's not the same satisfaction, because what am I going to do with them? Like, I have flowers in the front and then these rose bushes back here, which are so beautiful sometimes, and then the sun burns them up and then they come back. But I want something, because y'all know I love to cook. I cook every day. And so it would be so nice to be able to dice up my own onions. But I have done flowers, and not that, I've been super successful with that, but my rose bushes in the front and the back are nice. And then I have a really nice hibiscus bush in the front. But yeah, I want something that, I could say I did this and I used this. And so since I cooked, let's see. Taliba Allen is a great green thumb with starter plants. Oh, really? And so I think I may have learned to play guitar. That's something that I had tried years and years ago, as well as saxophone, as well as the piano. And I still would love to play an instrument, especially because I sing. So I may try that one day. And then I'm still supposed to be learning another language. So yeah, herb garden is good. And that's what I thought about, just doing herbs. But then, like I said, y'all the ones who got me all excited. I be seeing y'all gardens, plant some herbs in some pots. Can you keep herbs outside? Because that's the thing too. I don't want nothing in the house. Driving and listening. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. And that's the thing. You growing in Alaska, and I'm on the opposite spectrum in Texas. But I'm you gonna keep me encouraged, because if you got stuff flourishing in Alaska, I should be able to do it in Texas, GT. I should be able to do it in Texas. So yeah, I just wanted something that would, where I would be able to feel the fruits of my labor, for lack of a better word, and literally the fruit. So yeah, okay, you can keep it outside, because I see so many people with herb gardens on the inside, but I don't want to bring anything on the inside. And then I also don't want to put stuff in the ground like I was talking about before, because we do have the tendency to get rabbits back here sometimes, and I know rabbits will jack up your stuff. And then I have Lux. I don't know how much Lux would pay attention. And Lux is never outside by himself. He will not come outside by himself at all. Yes, you can keep them outside. They will die in the winter, but will come back. Okay. Hey, Lacey, how are you? Girl, I'm out here talking about trying to put some stuff in the dirt. They got me. They done got me. I got this itch to do some gardening. Hey, G Mama Grow. Now, see, and G Mama, she got it down. She knows how to do all of it. All of it. So I'm gonna try and see what we can come up with. But my main thing was just wondering, is it too late? Because the plan is to put some things in the dirt within the next couple of days. So that's the plan. Put some things in the dirt within the next couple of days and then see what happens. But now that I found out on this live breaking news that there are directions on the back of the packs, I will go through tonight, get my notebook out, and see what things give me the best opportunity. See, y'all, I done got bit up. Not getting bit anymore now, and I'm allergic to mosquito bites. So you would really think that I would think about it, and not allergic like where it causes me to be deathly ill, but my mosquito bites get really, really big and they last a long time. But let's see. These squash need over 3 feet of space and good ventilation. So the squash aren't going to work in that thing. Let's see. Flawless says, blessings to beautiful goddess stay. Hey, my sister of elevation fam and gods and beautiful goddesses of always blessing garden family. Oh, how sweet. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And again, if you're on Facebook, please forgive me if I'm not seeing all your comments, but I don't have my second screen up. So I'm just looking on StreamYard. And so, like I said, it doesn't always play nice with YouTube. A lot of these, like today, even when I got on StreamYard, it was telling me that I had to reconnect and do all this stuff. And I don't know, all of these platforms just don't play well together. And y'all know what Miss T dealing with now with the whole TikTok thing and the logos. And so it's just hard to keep up with all the rules. But Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to jump on and let y'all know that your girl is going to put some stuff in the dirt. I'm going to do some more research tonight. It's so funny. I didn't even know the Farmer's Almanac was still a thing. And then I'm also going to take the advice. I think it was Teagsy that said actually watch some gardeners who are in my zone. Which, Cece, so since you're in Texas, does that make us in the same zone? Or I'm sure that's probably not statewide. Is it more regional? Like, I don't know anything. I didn't even know there were zones, right? Until I heard you say that. So, oh, Teasy says something else. Stay, you can trellis some squash in a container. Okay, when you say trellis, does that mean like put like one of the wood spikes in there? Is that, because that's what a trellis means to me, so that it can grow up? Not dirt, it's soil. Okay, it's soil. So it, and I do have soil, so I wonder if this is the right soil I have over here. Let's see. Because Wallace, he don't know nothing about gardening either. Now, he a country boy, but he more on the hunting side. So let's see. Okay, it says garden soil. But this, it says all-purpose garden soil, but it says for in-ground use. So is that still going to work in my containers? Because it says for in-ground use. And when I stood up, I don't know what kind of view y'all got, so my bad. But yeah, so even though it says for in-ground use, am I going to be able to use it in those containers? Let's see. Yes, you can do vertical gardening with a lot of vining plants. Okay, so that's what you meant. So y'all, do I need to get some different gardening soil? How's it going to know whether it's in the ground or not? Since it says for in-ground use, and that's the thing, Cece, you said it's not dirt, it's soil. So how do I know if my ground is dirt or soil? Oh, nope, not good for container. Okay. You probably should mix the in-ground soil with some topsoil or something like that. See, I was messing up already. Messing up already. No, you can't use that in containers. Oh, Lord. Wallace, the people said you done got me the wrong stuff. I don't even know if he can hear me. Okay, so I'm glad that came up. So I didn't even know. So we're gonna have to head back to Lowe's or Home Depot. Oh my gosh. You said for you, please start off with some potting mix. If not, you will need to amend that in ground soil for planting. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at me. I think in-ground use has more concentrates of fertilizer, probably more. Okay. All right, so we're going to get some potting soil. Y'all, I'm telling you, thank you so much, because I would have been starting off on the wrong foot. And that's the thing. It said garden, but I don't think that we paid attention to the fact that it said in-ground use. Or maybe at that time, he didn't even know what I was going to do, because y'all know I told you how my husband is. He is so supportive. I say I want to do something. His only goal is to make it happen and support me in any way. So in his mind, when I said, I want to start a garden, because he did offer to dig up some of the ground. So that's probably what he was thinking. So, okay, I read that. Potting mixes dirt while potting soil has nutrients. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need y'all help. I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna read, but I gotta get some stuff in this week. I have to get some stuff in this week, because I've had these. I don't know if y'all have seen my community tab, but I've had these seeds and stuff for a while, and I still didn't put them in. So, Flawless saying hi to everybody. So I have a lot of research and work to do. Are y'all sure this is fun? Because that's why I'm looking for something that is fun and something that is rewarding, but not stressful. This seems already like it might be a little bit stressful, y'all. So I'm like, is this really a good? Okay. Well, I know the seeds last for years. I did hear y'all talk about that, but I just don't want to plant stuff, not have any time to plant something that might. Is there anything that might give me some kind of something before the end of the summer? Is because y'all talking about stuff take 2-3 years, like where is the satisfaction out of that waiting 2-3 years? Like, is there anything that where I can maybe get a little something before the end of the summer, or am I definitely not going to see any fruits of my labor this year? Because that's what I want to know, the truth. Should I even start this at this time of year? Let's see. Teagsy said, you will learn. We spent a lot of money on potting mixed soil until I learned how to make my own. Dang. You should be able to find potting soil in the same place you found. Yeah, and I think it was either Home Depot or Lowe's he went to. So definitely gonna have to do that. But y'all, I'm looking for a nice, rewarding yet relaxing hobby. This seemed more like a job. That seemed like a lot. Look, now I feel like Miss T. Like that. That seemed like a whole lot to do. A whole lot to do. But I really want to. I'm up for a challenge. I just don't want to stress myself out. There's not much instant gratification in gardening. Okay. Well, maybe I got stuff a little quicker on those ones that I did try and had a little successes because I started with the plants. So, are those all those plants that I referenced earlier will give you a harvest? Okay. So, I'm going to have to make sure I go back through the chat. And G Mama, you laughing at me? Yeah, I'm crazy. Look, I just want to throw some seeds and sprinkle them around and put a little glitter and stardust, and wake up the next day and be out here eating cherries and strawberries and you know. But I'm going to go back through. It's a lifetime pursuit. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! But I'm gonna try. I can't let this defeat me because I know every time I say I can't grow anything, J3 say all you got to do is throw something in the dirt. All you got to do is throw something in the dirt. So I'm just crazy as a bed bug because I thought I'd be able to grow something and then be able to make some sandwiches with our own lettuce and tomato by the end of September. That's what I had thought. So we shall see. And then, of course, like I said, I grew up watching it and it never seemed difficult. But that's because my grandparents knew what they was doing because their garden was just beautiful. I mean, just perfect rows. And I used to sit out there and eat stuff straight out the ground. My grandmother would rub it on her apron, and I was out there. I would eat onions like apples. You can get a great harvest this year. You're in a warm state. You can also plant some fall crops. Okay. Okay. See, that's the kind of inspiration I like. Thank you. Walk before you run. Yes, yes. My own advice thrown right back at me. So I love that because I tell people that all the time. It's baby steps. It's baby steps. So I'm gonna try because it's just really important to have something that pours into you, something that feeds your soul, that is not stressful. And like I said, I do a lot of things that are like that, but there's still some stress involved because other people are dependent on me to show up and give them a good word and inspire them. And and so I just wanted something that was just for me. Get some seeds that mature within 60 to 90 days, which with all of these, Tigsy, I hope that one of these say that. I didn't run across one yet, but hoping. Hey, LP, how awesome you're gardening. Sorry I'm late. This is your first time. Yes, this is my first time. Yes, grow some lettuce. Okay, I have a couple of different lettuces, or would it be lettuce? I don't know. But I have quite a few different lettuces in here. CC. Oh, and this is cabbage. What's the cabbage talking about? This cabbage can be sown directly outdoors, but in many climates, it is recommended to start them indoors. See, and what's all that? I know one thing for sure. My grandparents ain't start nothing indoors. But I know, of course, I can't run into the lettuce now, but I have some lettuce in here. Let me see. Okay, here's this lettuce, Paris Island lettuce. It says start your seeds about 1/8 inch in deep and 1 inch separated. Your rows should be 12 to 18 inches apart. Overcrowded lettuce, but it doesn't say how long. But yeah, so this is lettuce, and I have a couple of different varieties of lettuce in here. Hey Tim, how are you? Okay, green beans. LP said I do have green beans in here. It says wax beans. I don't know if that makes a difference, but they're in here. Okay, everybody just saying hey to everybody. And then grow some lettuce. Okay. And let me see. I don't know where, but there are green beans in here. So lettuce and green beans, we're going to try those. I was really looking forward to, what's this deal say? I don't even use deal, but We gonna see. But then a lot of this stuff is saying grow it 9 to 12 inches apart. I ain't got 9 to 12 inches apart in them containers. But again, let me quit complaining. I'm the one who said I was gonna start doing this, but I also blame y'all because y'all make it look so like it's so much fun. Sarah says she likes growing lettuce. Well, I'm gonna like growing lettuce too, Sarah. Throw some cucumber seeds in the ground too. Okay, I got cucumbers. So how much does it really matter, y'all, when they're talking about how much space they need to have in between and all that? Does that really matter? Is it gonna kill them? I guess, because I'm not really uh, um until the rabbits find it. Well, hopefully, since mine is lifted off the ground. I mean, even though rabbits hop, right? Are they gonna hop into me? But if they do, there's not a lot of space in there. So I'll see. I'll see. I mean, but we're gonna try this thing. And you know what? One thing I know for sure, if it's not the right hobby for me, that's okay. I tried it. I'm not gonna just give up in a week. But if it's not the right one for me, then I'll find something else that is more suitable for me. But we're definitely going to give this the old college try because I need something. And so the thing is, like they say about anything, is the first step to solving a problem is admitting that you have a problem. And my problem right now was I didn't have a hobby. I didn't have anything to steal away to. I didn't have anything to occupy my mind to kind of help me unplug from business. Now, vacation does that for me, and traveling is a hobby, but I can't travel as often as I need to keep my mindset where I need it to be. And it just was one of those holding the mirror up to myself and realizing that I wasn't practicing what I preached and I needed something. So the thing is, I don't have to do this forever. If it doesn't work, then I won't, but I'm not going to just give up. But I'm going to try. There are 45-day tomatoes, 55-day cucumbers. Okay, I like that. 60-day green beans, etc. You can also grow cool weather vegetables. I like that. Okay. Plants like to grow close together, contrary to what the packages say. I like that. Okay. Okay. This is some good information for me, helping me feel a little bit better. And the thing is, when I talk about the instant gratification too, y'all, I joke in a way because I know it's a process, but I also just want to kind of see as soon as I can if I'm even doing it right. You know what I mean? I don't want to be waiting forever thinking, okay, this is something that just takes forever just to find out it ain't never going to grow. Put some potting soil in the container, sprinkle lettuce seeds on soil, and sprinkle enough soil to cover them and enjoy. Thank you, Cece. I love gardening. It's so relaxing and saves me money at the store. And that's what I'm looking forward to as well. I just want to, get something that we can use. Walking old ladies across the street could be Cece. And it's so funny because Wallace calls me the old lady whisperer. I have a lot of seasoned women who appreciate me and like to befriend me. Gardening can be relaxing if you have patience. And so that could be a thing too that it helps me with. It's just my patience, my chill, because I have no chill, right? Unfortunately, with the extreme heat and my heat stroke, I lost over half of my garden. Oh, I hate to hear that. I know that was a horrible loss. I don't follow all the package rules. Their methods use too much wasted space for me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because that seemed like a lot. I'm like, that seemed like people that was really trying to have crops and crops. I know, laughing at CC crazy. And I don't know, would that be a not stressful? Because the old ladies, they be falling and losing their balance, and then they be blaming me for pushing them down. Herbs especially can handle crowding. Okay. And then there's that. Yes. And y'all quit laughing at Cece and encouraging her. Yeah, that's horrible. I hate to hear of any loss. And I know like a lot of people here in Houston lost, with Hurricane Burl and all of that rain and everything. And so, yeah, I'm going to take a try. I don't know if this is going to be my thing, but like I said, at least it's going to head me down the path to find out what my thing is going to be. There's a lot of things that I was kind of interested in, but I'm also not somebody who likes to stray very far from my house because I just don't. I'm a homebody. I have to be out so much and I have to attend so many events that whenever I can be home, I want to be home. And so getting out and about in and of itself could be a stressor for me. So I was thinking about, oh, maybe I'll bowl. I like to bowl. I'm not good at bowling at all, but I enjoy it. It's fun. But I thought if I join a bowling league and I start bowling, then eventually I would get good at, and I would love it. But I'm like, but that entails me having a commitment to the team and then getting out the house. So I was just thinking about, what is there something I can do? And so I also, like I announced to y'all, am going to have my Lifeline coming out with the candles and the body butters and things like that. And I'm going to have a big part in actually making a lot of those things myself. But again, it's a part of a business. So I didn't want that to be anything that I considered a hobby, because I want my hobby to be something that I don't have to do, just purely something that I want to do. So I hope that makes sense to y'all, because there are a lot of things that I do that would be hobbies to other people, but because of what I do professionally, it's not. Let's see. Just don't let them street cams see you pushing them down. Right. Yeah, I got to be careful with the old lady. CC crazy. I find that my plants grow better when I mix a variety of them in a bed close to each other. They feed each other in close proximity, so no fertilizer is needed. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see. Practice patience. Gardening can be frustrating. And that's the thing. And I want something where, to be patient, because there is no zen, there is no relaxation in impatience. So definitely, I want that. Like I said, my main reason for feeling impatient and want to rush is just that I want to know as early as possible if I'm headed on the right track. So have I considered stamp collecting? No, I haven't. That's something that I feel like would be way too boring for me. I need something that's going to have some action. I don't know anything about stamps, and I'm geographically challenged, but it's something to consider. Who knows what it's going to be? And this may be it. I can't wait till you dive into gardening and get your feet wet. You will love it. Yeah, well, I am excited about it. I am. Philately. What is that? Philately? Am I pronouncing that right? What is that? Sarah, you have plenty of space to figure something out, and growing herbs will encourage you to grow for your own products. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. So I think, and Wallace will, like, it's my thing, but he'll help me, and he is much better like at research and figuring stuff out. So he's going to be an awesome partner with us. When I tell you that Wallace and I have as close to perfect harmony as you can get, I'm telling you, we are so like, where I'm weak is his strengths and vice versa. And so I think, because this is something that, even though he never really mentioned being interested in it, it's not something that's foreign to, he grew up with a farming family and all of that. So he won't mind at all. Said, now get Wallace to go buy a rotary tiller to get the groundwork done. Well, he did offer. Yeah, and the bugs don't bother me. I'm not a girly girl at all. Now, if you want to talk rodents, yeah, like mice, stuff like that, no, not my thing. But bugs, worms, I don't have a problem with those at all. I don't mind getting dirty. There are a lot of different routes you can take with gardening. And so that's the thing too. I'm not going to give up until I have really figured out if it's going to be something for me. I don't know much about stamps, but I collect them. It's called, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you learn something new every day. What? She's going to get into take over. Right. Yeah, and he may. And that's the thing. That's what he did with my puppy. He got me a puppy when we first became empty nesters, and then my puppy just, yeah, he took my puppy. I got a bag and a book at Hobby Lobby. Okay. What made you decide to even get into that at all, Sarah? I haven't heard stamp collecting in so long. I mean, and there's some of those old school hobbies like stamp collecting, bird watching, and all that kind of stuff, which I do kind of watch the birds out here a little bit. Birds creep me out a little because they move too fast for me. So that's where my head is usually on a swivel watching the birds to make sure they ain't trying to attack me like on the movie Birds. So I don't think I'm really a bird watcher. I still have plans to finish my video for you at G Mama. Okay. Getting those videos together. Oh, okay. So you just saw it and decided to try. That sounds like something I would do. Bird watching can be surprisingly awesome. I could imagine like watching any kind of animal. I think it would, because I still believe that animals are smarter than human beings. So I love watching animals. Like I love to watch the stuff on Nat Geo. I am a Shark Week fanatic and anything that is real life to me. So I like documentaries. I love nature stuff. Like anything that's real, I watch, because I'm not a big TV person, but I'll sit and watch. Like I used to love this show that was on. I don't think it's on anymore, at least not a new series, but I think it was called Serengeti. Loved it. I like this day through the seeds in the garden. If they grow, that's awesome. If not, try again. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I like watching. I don't know if I've ever seen a hummingbird here. Yeah, animals are something else. What they're able to do. And like I tell anybody, the fact that we can get animals and train them to be able to understand us and understand our commands in the language that we speak, but we never can understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? It's like, but they figured us out. Hey, Tori, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, they are. They are. Animals are smart, smart, smart. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for being here. This wasn't exactly a pop up live. I was due to be here today, but this is not my typical subject. But I figured, look, I don't really have a subject today. I have been working all week. I was talking to Lacey J earlier today and telling her how I didn't even put a vlog out on Sunday simply because I literally forgot to turn on the camera last week. I had so much going on. It would have been a great vlog, but I just forgot to turn on the camera. And again, not complaining, because it's been business. It's been good business. I've been very productive. But I was telling Lacey J, I said on Saturdays, Wallace has this mentoring thing that he does. And I walked into his office on Saturday and getting ready to say something and realized he was in his meeting. And it dawned on me, because usually when he's doing that meeting in his office is the time when I'm usually in my office editing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not editing because I don't have anything to edit. I completely forgot to vlog. So and with that being said, I forgot the vlog. So then I also forgot to prepare for our live. So I didn't go live at all yesterday for Mindset Monday. And then here I am Tuesday with the hallway. And I'm usually prepared in advance, but it was like we had vacation, came back off of vacation, and I had enough content from vacation for 2 weeks worth of a vlog. And then we just like hit the ground running. I had all these speaking engagements and I had some new coaching clients that just came aboard. So I literally forgot to vlog. I was so busy, I forgot to vlog. So yeah, let's see. I watch hummingbirds out my patio door, have a feeder 8 foot from the door. Oh, that's cool. Maybe I should get a feeder. Herbs can be easier than other crops. Then if neither of those work, you could try flower gardening, which a lot of flowers are technically herbs. So I've learned a lot of that from Janet, like all the different things that grow that you can eat that I really didn't know. I'm interested in the paranormal. I ghost hunt as a hobby. Oh, wow. Wow. I do watch some paranormal stuff every once in a while. My sister just got back from Cape in Zimbabwe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to do that one day. Oh, I bet it is amazing. Oh, Stay, you've got to see the hummingbirds in person. Yeah, I would love to. I've never seen them in person. Maybe I should get a feeder. Walk on your sunshine. Oh, thank you. I will. Love Paranormal can send you some. Okay, so y'all gonna connect on the paranormal activity. Okay. LP, everybody's speaking to everybody. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Let's see. It's even more amazing to see wildlife you're not used to. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, G Mama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, giving me these tips, because y'all really did help me this evening. And so I am going to start doing something this week. So stay tuned for the upcoming vlog, because it's going to start off with me on my gardening journey. Feel free to watch it, critique me, let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I can improve on, because y'all know I believe that it takes a village. And so I am dependent on the Lifer Tribe to help me through this so that we can find out if this is going to be Stay's new hobby. Let's see. You can get fancy with your cooking and drink making and edible flowers. Yes, there's a lot of people that do the edible flowers, fun stuff. I've seen it, not yet practiced. Yes, and I've been some places before and gotten cocktails and different things. And they've said, "Oh, you can eat that." I will definitely tell him. Tell him he's in there still working, still working. Good luck and keep popping up as you begin your gardening journey. I sure will. I sure will. Well, I'm glad I got y'all's attention. Y'all got my attention. That's how this all started. So I am glad, and I love the family feeling of all of that. So I know it is going to be successful. And so I'm like, I need a new hobby. So why not get a new hobby where I got a lot of friends already doing it? So thank you guys once again for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. This has definitely been a fun conversation. I appreciate all of the advice and all the inspiration, and everybody's like, you can do this. So I appreciate it. So y'all will be hearing from me on this journey and seeing it as well. And like I said, in the vlog that'll drop on Sunday, it will be starting with me getting my hands dirty and planting some seeds. So y'all know the drill. I love and appreciate each and every one of you to bits and pieces. Always be kind and love one another, but don't forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Living life is gangsta. Hey, hey. 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 Love yourself first, explicitly. You overtook yourself to move with that energy. Empower your self-esteem. Self-love is king. That's the only way to win. That's how you empower